Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you guys are doing all well. And in this video, I'm just going to be explaining the new changes in year 9 and the best attachments to use and the best settings I'd say to use on PC. So there's a bunch of new changes in year 9. I think the season has really brought back Siege. It's like kind of like OG Siege now that there's all the ACOGs are back, which I kind of love, but in today's video, I'm just going to be explaining the attachments right now. So, first thing we'll go into is the grips. So the grips, horizontal grip, we'll start with that. This is the new grip in Siege. So basically, this is the old angled grip, so you can aim in faster, and it also increases the operator movement speed. So if you go back, Sledge is a 1 speed, but it increases him to a 2 speed. It's hard to tell like in game because they sound super slow, but you can kind of tell they move a little bit faster. So I would use this on people who have like no recoil. So for example, I run this a lot on, DMRs. I run this a lot on DMRs because DMRs don't really have much recoil and it's just a tap fire. So if you have good trigger finger, I'd run this on DMRs. But going back to the other grip, so we have angled grip. So this also got changed, so now it reduces the time to reload a weapon. So if you want, you could run this on like LMGs that take forever to reload. That would help it out a lot more. And yeah, and then vertical grip is just the same, pretty much, just reduces the recoil. That's about it. So yeah, I'd use horizontal. I personally use it on DMRs. That's about it. And I use it on a couple of guns actually. I use it on Vigil because he has no recoil. And I use it on Mozzie as well, but and Valkyrie too. It's a preference really, but most of the time on every single gun I use vertical grip. I still use vertical grip. But with the new changes to laser sight, it reduces the ADS time, so it makes you aim in faster. I run this on everything, literally everything, pistols, anything. I know it kind of sucks that they can see your positioning, but it's fairly easy if you just line it up. Like say you're peeking a door, instead of peeking the open, just peek it on the side of the door or something like that. But honestly, I would run laser on everything. And now when it comes to ACOG and the new sights, that's preference. I think that personally, I think the 1.5 has the better housing because you can see a lot more. The inside is a lot more bigger and it doesn't look the best, but it's still usable. So I use this a lot on DMRs as well. And you just test it out. Like if you like on some ops I use the 1.5, some I don't, but I use mostly the ACOG. That's usually what I run, except for on DMRs really. I just switch it up though. Like if I'm playing bad on a certain op, I'll switch it to 1.5 just to get a feel, but that's pretty much it. Oh, and for shotguns now, like for smoke shotgun, I'd run iron sight. Iron sights helps the ADS in as well. No point running a sight on a shotgun if you can just one pump, and you can do that with iron sights. And I used to run it on Fender and Bandit, but like again, it's preference. But it does help the ADS speed, so you can just like run around and just, you know. But that's pretty much it. So I would recommend running laser on everybody, and then yeah, just run laser on everyone. And then the horizontal grip, I'd run that on like DMRs or ops that have no recoil, like Vigil or simple as that. But next on, we're moving into the settings. Now this is gonna be a big one for a lot of new people. So first thing I recommend turning on is, where is it? Drone after prep. So yeah, this would be good one to turn on. Put it to manual. So if you have a drone and you're going through the map and prep phase and you have it set up as soon as the round starts, you can just still stay on it. Say a guy spawn peeking out of a door, you can stay on the drone and be like, yellow ping, he's here, he's here. He's still standing, he's still crouched. Like, you can give calls, and then you can just get off whenever you like. And also, I'd keep the the new throw trajectory on. It just like it's a lot easier not to mess up your C4s or nades. Like, it's just easy. Like, it makes the game a lot easier. Kind of a cool thing they added. And then what else? Where is it? Can't find it. It's basically when you throw a drone. Where is it? I gotta find it. Drone after prep. I don't know. Can't find it. Oh, this is it. So basically, when you throw the drone, you have to manually go on it and you have to get off it, which is it just makes it easier. You can throw a drone and then bait, and the guy will peek you or like try to shoot your drone, then you can swing and kill him. So it just makes that all around just you don't want to throw a drone instantly go on it because there's been times you'll throw a drone and someone will peek you and then you're just going on your cam and you're dead. Next up, I'd say for HUD, I'd keep it simplified, and then the one thing I really think you should turn off is teammate outlines. Where's it? Yeah, turn off teammate outlines because there'll be times where you're gonna go kill an enemy, and for some reason your teammate's on the other side of the wall or something, or like it just lines up, so you're looking at your teammate, but there's an enemy really there, and it can kind of fuck you over. And the rest is like versus update and score update. That's what I kind of have up, but that's just my preference. Like, I like seeing no points, and I like seeing like no, like I'll know if someone dies or if not, because I usually play in 5 stacks. So yeah. And then for me, I just use hi-fi. Nothing crazy. I always just played hi-fi. I never switched to night mode or anything. I just kept it the same. Yeah. In display. Now here's a big thing people should do is if you have your refresh rate on 144 hertz, you may have it on, but you actually have to go into your computer settings and actually change your monitor from 160 hertz to 144 hertz. So if you haven't done that, I searched it up on YouTube and do that. Most of you would know if you've done that or not, but if you just throw on 144 hertz and you didn't switch it over, you're still going to be playing at 60. And then next aspect ratio, I would change it from auto, which is just 16:9, which is pretty much what console people play on. It's good, like 16:9 is not bad, but try out different aspect ratios, like 16:10 is pretty solid, 3:2 is good. That's pretty much 16:10 but a little stretched. I played this a little bit, but I mostly play 4:3 because I've been playing that for the longest. So if I start to play bad, I'll just go back to what I usually play. But yeah, test out different aspect ratios. Don't just use the default one, pretty much. But next up, VSync, turn that off. FPS limit, I'd turn that off too. Say put up to 144. So that means your FPS can't go above 144. But if you have a really good PC, and you can get like 250 or 300 or 200, like you want more, the more frames the better, pretty much. So just turn that off. And then brightness, turn that down off from 50 to like 60, 65, whatever you like. Around like 65, it's not crazy. And then next up for graphics, I think this is a big one. Don't run everything on ultra. You would think like, oh, the higher the better. No, not in Siege. Like, I make a lot of thumbnails in custom games, and I put everything on ultra, and it's just terrible. Like, it's not that it's terrible, it's just like so, especially with blur. Where's blur at? One sec. It's just like, it's a lot. So honestly, the lower the settings you have, like if you have a super good PC, you can run like me. I run low, linear. I would put LOD quality to ultra. Put that at ultra, and then medium, shading, shadow, reflection. medium, medium, medium. But if you have a really, really good PC, you could run high. Texture quality to like medium or even high if you wanted to. But after reflection, just run low, off, off. I have this on, it's crazy. I don't even know I had that on really, but pretty much everything off. Just yeah, the main ones you want to do is just I would have LOD quality to ultra. That is for sure the number. Even if you have a bad PC, like my PC sucks, I still run this ultra because this is pretty much, it just shows like everything at the highest it can go. Even if you have frame like low, like from a distance, you can see everything the same pretty much. So yeah, pretty much the higher the graphics doesn't necessarily mean the better. Like lower, like a lot of players, pro players run low settings, like graphics settings. So that I say run low to medium. And the next up for controls, I would put raw input on. And this one you have to preference again, figure out what you like. I run 400 DPI on 6.6 or 6060 because I use a multiplier, which makes my sensitivity a 1. So basically what that means is when I'm aiming in and I'm like moving around and then on ADS it's still just the same. So it's all just one setting. So I'll show you how to do that at the end of the video, how to switch it from default to the multiplier I use. If you want to see that at the very end of the video, I have timestamps to the lower end of the video, so you can just skip to the part. But yeah, mouse scroll enabled. Gadget deployment advanced. So if you're putting down a Jaeger device, you can just like, if someone's rushing, you can just stop and then, you know, drone deployment. Oh, okay, this is what I was trying to find earlier. Yeah, so when you throw a drone, you don't instantly go on it. Because if you throw a drone and someone's peeking, you instantly start to go on it and you can't stop, you're going to get cooked. So just make it manual where you have to. And then the rest just hold. Just, this is default pretty much. Just keep that default. And then, yeah, I don't play in controller. I used to, but don't use vibration pretty much. But yeah, the reason I recommend doing the different multiplier to make it 1-1. So it makes it a lot, it just makes it way better in my opinion, way more smooth. But yeah, for sensitivity, just find out your own feel. I used to play high 800 DPI, but I just find the lower, I have a huge mouse pad and I flick around with my wrist, so I just use super low sensitivity and that works best for me. So I use 400 6.6, but it's all, you know, just try different things pretty much. Privacy, you just have a nickname if you want to use it or not. I don't really run one, but and accessibility, you can run any color you like really. I run red, just default 100 opacity. Shake screen intensity, you want this off on, and I'll show an example here. Alright, so here's when shake screen is default. Here's what it looks like. So let me just throw it here. Like you can see it kind of, I'll only try this one more time. It like shakes, you know what I mean? And then I'll show you guys what it looks like off. Alright, so now that I showed you guys default, I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's turned off. No shit. So it's good for like fuse charges going off on the site or thermite charges, everything like that. So I'd recommend taking that off. So that's pretty much the difference. It's just like if someone throws an impact at your feet, like back when this wasn't a thing, people would throw impacts at your feet, make your screen shake, so it messes up your screen, and then they would swing you. So just keep this off. And then color, it's doesn't really matter. What I used to do actually is, this sounds crazy, but I used to make my team red. Because I remember I used to play Siege, and if I seen a round lost and seeing the red, I was like, I would get so frustrated and so mad because my team just lost the round. So when this came out for the longest, I switched it to red. So if we would win, it would be red, and then that kind of psyched me out to be like, even if we lose, it's not a huge, one round isn't a huge deal in the game. You can be down 0-2, 0-3. You can always come back. You just have to take it one round at a time and just win that round. But I used to get really psyched out. But yeah, I just keep it blue and red. Nothing really crazy. But that's it for the settings. So I'll show you guys now how to switch the multiplier from 0.02 to 0.002230. Alright, so now I'm going to be showing you guys how to change your multiplier. So the first thing you want to do is go into the search bar and type in File Explorer. Click that. Then you want to go down to Documents and find where your folder is for wherever you put your siege. So My Games, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, click that. And then you see a bunch of random numbers. So this is accounts that I've played on my PC. So I have my main account, my Smurf, and then I play on some of my friends' accounts. So that's why I have a lot of them. But so the first thing you want to do is, if you like, you're gonna have either 1 or 2. So if you have only playing one account, like on your main account, you're gonna play on that one. So you're gonna have 1. If you have a Smurf, then you're gonna have 2. So just if you wanted to, you could do it for both. But so you just click on here, and then you click on Game Settings. It's gonna open up this little notepad. What you're gonna do is scroll all the way down. Scroll all the way down to there it is, mouse sensitivity multiplier. So for you, it's gonna say 0.020000. So mine's already switched over. So what you want to do is all the way back 0.002230, and then you just want to click X and then save. And that's pretty much how you save it. Now when you're gonna load up Siege, if you converted it correctly, when you go into the custom game, see, say you had on default, you ran like 6.6 or 10.10, 400 DPI, whatever. If you try to move, it's gonna be insanely slow. Like, this is me swiping my mouse pad like fast. You can hear it, I think. Okay? So it basically, it's gonna 10 times it. So I play 60-60, or I would play 6-6, right? So change that to 60. Then this is what it should look like. It should be faster, way faster. That's pretty much how you convert your multiplier. And it's good too, because if say you play like you play like 6, but you find 7's a little better. If you wanted to, you could run 6.5 or 6.4. You know, you can just custom. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And that's a big thing. I've been running this multiplier for a long time, so let me know. You guys should try it out, but let me know if that helps. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, what I recommend is just graphics. Don't max them out. Keep them low to medium. Display. Try to find a good aspect ratio you like. Like if you like running 16:9, use that. If you like 4:3, try it. Like try different things. You know, find which one you're comfortable with. And then field of view, I just run 90, but some people run 84, some people run 87. I just run 90. Yeah, it's all preference at the end of the day. It's what you're comfortable with, what you're gonna play like, and just take time. I wouldn't change things like, oh, you have a bad round, change it to 66 or whatever. Like, take at least a while to play on one sensitivity, get a feel for it, and then try something. But if you find something like this, for me, stuck. So I've been using this for 2-3 years now, never changed it, never will, pretty much. So if you find something that sticks and you're doing really good, keep that. Yeah. That's the end of the video. I hope I helped you guys out on PC, or, you know, pretty much, I'm pretty hyped about the new season. I think that this brought a lot of, especially the marketplace too. I think this really brought back Siege back, because I really like the old ACOGs, and I think it's just refreshing, honestly. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys learned something, or I helped you out in some way. And that's it. Hope you guys have a good day and have a good one. Peace.
That's right. Now, say my name.
It's Magoo.
You're goddamn right.